public expected Charlotte Godfrey to be dressed in understated elegance, and she never disappointed them.
"What's that you're taking?"
he demanded. "A painkiller. I'll need it to get through the interview." She stared at the white pill in her hand, then raised her eyes, worry shining clearly. "Freddie canceled the interview. I'm not well enough. The symptoms are returning. My hands are shaking, and taking another pill is not the answer."
"You'll be fine,"
he said in a gruff manner, patting her shoulder.
"Buck up. We can't cancel now. Besides, we need this interview to settle a few rumors. Then the press will be off our backs so we can hustle to South America and get you well. Zip up this show and we'll be out of here, I promise. Now take that pill."
Charlotte poured herself a tumbler of water. "I don't trust Vicky Ray. She's tough, crafty. What if she suspects?"
"Forget it. Vicky doesn't have a clue. If she did, I'd know about it."
"Miss Godfrey!" From outside her door came the high, strained voice of an usher. "Are you ready yet? It's really time." She understood his panic and took pity. Besides, she couldn't stall any longer. "Yes," she called, quickly swallowing the medicine. "Of course, right away."
"Remember," Freddie said, grabbing hold of her shoulders, "it's just another part. Follow the script, babe, and you'll be great."
Charlotte shook off his hands. "Don't be a fool, Freddie. There's no script with Vicky Ray." Opening the door, she met a panic-eyed young man who guided her down the hall with the speed of a police escort, past a series of attendants who smiled at her with starry eyes. She'd become immune to that rapt expression during the past few years, knowing better than to be flattered. They knew nothing about her, the woman behind the face. She walked quickly by with only a nod of acknowledgement. They reached the stage just as Vicky Ray launched into her introduction. She mentioned several of Charlotte's film roles and the meteoric rise of her career. Charlotte listened keenly, compelling herself to become on camera the woman being described, a woman of legendary beauty, an on-screen phenomenon and an off-screen recluse, the new Garbo. There was a minute's silence, one brief moment to raise a hand to her brow and collect her wits. Charlotte took a deep breath, willed her hands to appear relaxed at her sides, then dug deep to deliver the mysterious, sultry smile that was her trademark. The applause sign lit. With a jarring flash, the lights bore down on Charlotte as she stepped out on the stage. To her, they were like prison searchlights, blocking any avenue of escape. She walked with studied grace across the shining floor, then settled herself in the isolation of a single white chair in the center of Vicky Ray's stage. Under the glare of lights, she felt like a laboratory specimen being scrutinized. She looked out at the sea of faces and saw in the eyes of women the familiar flash of envy, and in the men's, desire. It was always this way, she thought, feeling again a twinge of loneliness. Then, decisively discarding the last remnants of her identity, Charlotte Godowski transformed herself into the role she'd painstakingly created and played so well. Charlotte Godfrey. It was a useful device, yet she felt a little more of herself die each time she employed it. Still, it was necessary to create an armor that was impenetrable. She allowed no one to pierce it, not even Freddie. Especially not Freddie. Only Michael. At the thought of him, she felt a chink in the armor. The interview began easily enough. During the first half of the show, Vicky screened a number of film clips. Charlotte peppered the clips with anecdotes, especially about her handsome co-stars. The audience lapped it up, never for a moment suspecting the struggle within the actress. She appeared relaxed,